accent, isn't it? No, okay,
Accent.
whatever. I tried. So I'm doing pretty good. I got this job recently working for this cell phone company. I work in the cancellations department. So whenever a customer wants to cancel, thank you, apparently, clearly someone's done it before, I'm the guy who tries to convince them not to. I actually have, I haven't been there very long, but I actually have a lot of experience, mostly because I've been dumped by a lot of women, and the conversations are generally pretty similar. You know, customers call in, hello, my name's Carlin, how can I help you? You what? What do you mean you want to end your 3-year agreement? I thought everything was going so well. I don't understand. I was gonna give you more minutes. We could have had more time together. We could have talked more. I don't get it. It's that Rogers guy, isn't it? Yeah, I get it now, yeah. I have conversations like this all day long. It's no wonder I'm depressed at the end of my shift. It's okay. Don't that. Okay, alright. But no, I mean the whole thing, it's given me a new perspective on life. Because I think relationships would work a lot better if they work like cell phone agreements. I don't mean anything permanent like marriage or anything. That's too much of a commitment for me. I mean like a 2 or 3 year agreement where in exchange for romance, candles, dinners, movies, all that crap, a woman agrees to have sex with the same guy for 2 to 3 years. I really think this could work, you know? And every 2 to 3 years, like a cell phone agreement, you could upgrade and get a new model. And just, you know, I really think this could work. Especially when the other person wants to break up with you. Because that's when the early cancellation fee kicks in. Yeah, let's see how much they're willing to dump you when it'll cost them $500 to do it. It'll be the first time someone paid not to have sex with you. So, on the topic of dating, I was dating this girl a while back. And everything was going well until she started talking to me about this Edward Cullen guy. And she's telling me like how amazing and wonderful he is, and I'm like, okay. In case you don't know who he is, although with a mostly female room, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. I'll enlighten you. He's this creepy stalker vampire guy from the Twilight series, which is the worst movie ever, based on the worst book ever. Anyway, so she's telling me about how amazing this guy is, and, you know, I'm kind of intrigued, so I'm like, okay. So I decided to find out what all the fuss is about, and I decided to read the books for myself. I'm actually really glad I did it, because I actually ended up learning a lot about women from these books. For example, women love it when you follow them around everywhere they go, and stare at them for long periods of time, like they're a freshly cooked steak, and you haven't eaten in like a month. They also love it when you wear pale makeup and stand around looking depressed most of the time. This, I guarantee you, will get their attention. Once you have it, that's the tricky part. That's when you have to tell them to stay away from you because you're a bad guy and they'll end up getting hurt. So, after reading about all this, I decided to put it into practice. It turns out, no matter how sweet and romantic your intentions are, breaking into a woman's house in the middle of the night just so you can watch her sleep is not really the right way to go about getting a woman's attention. It will get the police's attention though. As I later found out, it's actually illegal to do that. So, needless to say, I'm single now, and we haven't really seen each other since. But it's okay, because I know I'm going to see her again. I have a court hearing for my restraining order next week. So I was on the internet the other day, and I was just looking at these random sites, and I came across this website that was offering this really interesting service for guys who basically spend a lot of time at their computers and don't really interact with women very much. Basically, what the site was offering is for a fee, guys could pay to play video games with a girl and video chat with them at the same time. This is either the most brilliant or the most fucked up and depressing thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, seriously, how much of a nerd do you have to be to pay a woman not to have sex with you, but to play video games with you over the internet? The way I see it, if you're going to pay a woman to spend time with you, she should either be a hooker or a very high maintenance girlfriend. Maybe both if you're Tiger Woods. So just to prove how stupid I thought this was, I decided to try it out for myself. Now my credit card is maxed out. And every time I log into Xbox Live, I feel like I'm going into a whorehouse. And my gamer score has just completely dropped because I keep losing games to girls with big tits and red tits. And it's awful. On the bright side though, I do have a great trick for cleaning the semen off my Xbox remote. So, speaking of things that are stupid and disgusting, I was going into a Subway the other day, and I saw something that I just thought was so stupid. I just felt compelled to come on stage and make fun of it. As I'm going into the restaurant, I see the no dogs allowed sign. Okay, fine, no problem there. But just below that, there's another sign that says, "Seeing eye dogs welcome." So, let me get this straight. Subway has a sign that people need to read with their eyes to tell them that dogs that are trained to assist blind people are allowed into the restaurant. Am I the only one that sees the problem with this? I just thought this was so stupid, I decided to do something about it. So I made my own sign to go just below that one, which says, "If you can read this sign, then you don't need a seeing eye dog, you moron." Anyway, that's been my time. You guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of your evening.